If you're a foodie and you're trying to figure out the best places to eat in Greenville County, I wanted to share my top places with you. I've literally been to over 200 different restaurants here in the upstate, and I want to make sure that I give you all of my favorite places so you don't have to sort through hours upon hours of looking through reviews. Let's go ahead and start with the breakfast category. If you're going to talk about breakfast in Greenville, you have to start with Stack's and Stack's Omega. Of course, Stack's was the original location and Stack's Omega is the one that's closer towards the Haywood Mall. Overall, if you're looking for a breakfast dining option, you really can't beat Stack's. The next place I want to mention is Tupelo Honey. If you're looking for a great place to go have brunch or breakfast, Tupelo Honey is a great option. They've got a ton of different things for a lot of different people, so no matter what you're looking for on the menu, Tupelo probably offers it for you. It's a great place to go and check out. Tupelo Honey serves all meals, but if you want to have a great Southern style breakfast and you're staying in the downtown area, Tupelo Honey would be hard to beat. I can't talk about breakfast here in Greenville if I don't mention biscuit places. So there are several different biscuit options. We love our biscuits here in the South, and there are three that are very popular in our area. One being Biscuit Head. Biscuit Head was a biscuit company that was started in Asheville. They have all these different kind of jams and gravies, and really if you want a great Southern biscuit, it's a great option for you. Another one is Maple Biscuit Company. They were started in Florida and they've moved throughout the Southeast. They've got several different options. While they don't have all the jams and the gravies, they've got some great biscuit. And then a more local option is Maverick. Maverick has 2 locations here in the upstate, and overall they make a great biscuit. And the last place that I'll mention, if you're just looking for an affordable diner option, you just want to get your classic egg, sausage, bacon, whatever it is that is your go-to breakfast option, another Broken Egg is a great place to go. Now that you've already had a wonderful breakfast, let's go ahead and talk about some great sandwich options for lunch. If we're going to talk about sandwiches, we got to start with Sully's Steamers. Sully's is right in the heart of downtown. It's really fast, it's an affordable place to go, and they just make a great quality. A regional option for a great sandwich is Groucho's Deli. They're here in South Carolina, Georgia, and North Carolina. I was first introduced to Groucho's in Columbia, South Carolina, and overall they make some really great sandwiches. It really has a really cool vibe. It's a New York style deli. It's really cool to see because we don't have as many options that are geared towards that style here in South Carolina. So it is a really great place if you're looking for a good sandwich option. If you're looking for a little bit more of an upscale cafe vibe and you're in downtown, Society is a great option for you. They've got great sandwiches. They have a little bit of a different vibe than the other places that I've mentioned. So if you're not a big sandwich fan and you want more of a casual lunch spot, let's go ahead and start with barbecue. And of course in the South, barbecue is huge. We love our barbecue here in Greenville, and I really don't think you can beat Lewis Barbecue. They're really known for their brisket. They were started in Texas, they had a location in Charleston, and they moved here to Greenville recently. They make a really great lunch, and they've got a lot of great options and a really cool vibe. If you're someone that likes hot chicken, you know, if you've been to Nashville and you've done the whole hot chicken thing, Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack is a good option for you. They also have salads and non-hot options for someone that doesn't like spicy food. 2 options that I think are really great because they offer a lot of variety and they offer a really unique vibe are Gather and the Commons. I'm here in Gather, Greenville, one of the coolest places in all of Greenville. We're here in the West End. It's really close to Floor Field where the minor league baseball team plays. This right here is old shipping containers that they've made into a communal gathering place. So if you're someone that's traveling here in the area or you've got a lot of friends in town visiting, and of course you don't want to try to cater to find one option for everyone, this is a really great place to go. And they've got outdoor options, so on a nice day, it's fun to bring a dog or just be outside and eat. The last one that I mentioned is the Commons. It's right near Unity Park. It's right off of the Swamp Rabbit Trail. And it's great for if you want to get indoors or outdoors because they have both options there, and they have several different restaurants that can cater to several different types of cuisine. If you're looking for mid-afternoon coffee, a really popular place in town that has a couple different locations is Spill the Beans. Spill the Beans has kind of been a central landmark here in Greenville. They've got a location that's right next to Falls Park, which makes it even more appealing. A couple other places that you may want to look at is Coffee Underground. Really cool, interesting concept. They play jazz music. It's underground, hence the name. So it's a really cool place to go and have some unique experiences while you're enjoying your coffee. If you're looking more for dinner reservations, you're looking at several different options, there's a lot of really phenomenal places. If we're gonna talk about dinner options in Greenville, we gotta start with Sobeys. It's the 2nd oldest building in all of downtown. Sobeys has really been a staple in the Greenville food scene for a long time. That restaurant management company owns several other restaurants now, But Sobeys is considered its first, and it's a classic, and it's a great place to have a really great dinner. Gianna's is an Italian restaurant that overlooks Falls Park. Not only do you get some really great views, you get some really incredible food. I would consider Gianna's more of a modern style Italian place. It's not necessarily like grandma's Italian, it's more modern, cutting edge. The environment there is going to be a little more lively. If you want a really incredible fine dining experience, I don't think you can beat Hall's. Been to several different places. Hall's makes a really incredible steak. They actually fly them in from Chicago. Hall's was started in Charleston, South Carolina, and has had so much success that it moved here to the upstate. It also overlooks Falls Park. It's really incredible. It's 3 stories. It's in a really unique building that has some great views, and you get some really wonderful food and some really incredible service. They also, if you're someone that's into cocktails, they have a great full-service bar there as well. Typically on the weekends, they'll also have live music as well. A more recent addition to the Greenville food scene is a restaurant called Camp. Camp has some really incredible food. Really, they're a modern eatery that has a lot of different influences from a lot of different types of cuisine. We've been there several times. It's a great option. Another somewhat recent addition to the Greenville food scene is the fine dining restaurant Scoundrel. They have a unique and interesting vibe. They have this speakeasy, really dark room, smaller, more intimate restaurant vibe that serves some really incredible food. If you're in the mood for seafood, and they also have regular just American style food, Coral is a great restaurant to go to. They're also really well known for their cocktails. Speaking of cocktails, Urban Wren has been known as one of the best places to get a cocktail here in Greenville. They also serve small plate tapas style food. They're highly rated, and it's a great option for someone looking for a tapas option with great cocktail. If you're in the mood for a southern dinner, you really can't beat Sassafras. Sassafras has some really phenomenal options. It's a great place to eat. If you're someone that likes dim sum, Some Bar is the best place for you to go. After you finish up with your meal, they have a brewery next door, and they typically have live music as well, creating not only a great place to have a meal, but also a great place for entertainment after your meal. If you're looking for Persian food, you cannot beat Pomegranate on Main. That's been a staple here in the Greenville community for a long time, and they have some really phenomenal food, and it's very different than a lot of the other places that I've mentioned in this video. Most of the restaurants that I've mentioned have been in downtown Greenville. If you don't want to go into downtown and you want a really unique experience, you should go to Saskatoon. Saskatoon is set up like an old style cabin. They serve wild game, so if you want to try kangaroo, elk, you name it, they have it. They have some really interesting options, and they make some really great quality food. They're actually known for making some of the best steaks in town. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the best dessert options here in Greenville. I want to start with Carmelo's. Carmelo's was a place that I was introduced to when I lived in Charleston. They make some really incredible desserts. They have a phenomenal carrot cake if you're someone that likes that. A really unique and interesting dessert concept is this place called the Crazy Mason. They serve all of their ice cream in mason jars. Now, I will warn you, it is a little bit of overkill. They pack all kinds of stuff in that mason jar, but it is absolutely delicious. It's gonna be some of the best ice cream that you've ever had. If you want a more modern take on ice cream, you've gotta check out the rolled ice cream place, Cream Shack. One of my absolute local favorites is a place called Hooney's. You're not gonna be able to get that in downtown. They have a location on Woodruff Road and another one in Simpsonville, but it's a shaved ice cream mix combo, and it is absolutely incredible. So if you're in one of those 2 areas, definitely go make sure you check out Hooney. Another really popular option for a bakery is Stroessner's. It's been a local staple here forever. They have a lot of different options. I hope you loved this video to get to know the Greenville restaurant scene. I was actually surprised that I couldn't name all the restaurants that I truly love, but I wanted to make sure I gave you some of my absolute favorites. If there's a type of cuisine that you like, or there's a restaurant you think needs to be included on this list, drop a comment down below. I'd love to answer any questions to help you find the best place, or make sure that I add that to my next video.